Trust me, gay is in, gay is hot. I want some gay, gay it's gonna be.
Hey everybody, my name's Liz. We're gonna have a little talk. We're just gonna be out and open and upfront and honest. And some people, they're gonna be blocked. Some people are gonna get called out. But from my experience, again, as a second gen, it almost feels like there's a hierarchy. And it's this undisclosed hierarchy, like what got a lot of the streamers going, the pain that the second gens went through. Oh my goodness. And then who goes from there? Then we have the amazing mods who help all of the streamers and all the never ends and streamers. And then we have the second gens that are supporting everybody because we're turning into a giant family. But there's this perceived hierarchy. Sorry, there's someone in my chat that's pissing me off. But there's this perceived hierarchy. Doesn't mean it's really there, because you know what the best part is? Pearl and I are equal. Selfless and I, equal. Summer, Heather, you guys, we're equal and we're all good friends. Nobody should put me on a pedestal. Please, God, don't put me on one. But at the same time, I'm here to listen to everybody and be everyone's friend. Here's what I'm not going to do. My friend cares very deeply about someone. And you know what? I can respect her enough to say, you know what? You're absolutely right. This is not my fight. And you know what? Everything I do like about, screw it. Everything I like about DOA is, when I didn't know if I could trust him, and DOA, you're more than welcome to jump in on this. I'm not trying to talk you down. Just give me a minute. He saved my friend, not from someone attacking her. I wasn't worried about her attacking. I was worried about the Scientologist coming at her and getting her to a point where she was angry enough to just, it fell. It happened. And you know what happened? He came to the rescue. She took a deep breath, and then she was able to just keep going. You don't do that. You know what? People have mental health breaks. I've had one. People need a mental timeout. I will honestly tell you that DOA has done more for this movement than a lot of other people. He's done a lot. Have I told you my story? Yes. But do I think that DOA has done a lot more? Yes. Do I think that a lot more people are listening to DOA? Yes. He's actually really funny. And then when you see him at breakfast and everybody else is dressed nice, and then here's his little bare feet, and then, oh, I got flip-flops. And then he goes and grabs flip-flops. It's the cutest thing ever. But you know what? People have times that they get overwhelmed. This man has been attacked by Scientology, swatted by the police. And then, you know what I do? I go into PJ Becky's chat because I'm curious. I'm trying to be informed because, she kept hopping in mine and telling me how worse her situation was than mine was. And that sucks. That sucks when I'm trying to open up to you guys and let you know what's going on. It sucks for me because then it feels like my story is not valid, like my story is garbage, because this situation is so much worse than anything that I've ever had to go through, because obviously she's in more pain than I am. Well, you know what? I don't care. That's the rudest thing that you can do to another human being. If we're sitting there opening our hearts and letting people know, hey, this is what happened to me. This is what's happening to other children. This is the shit that I've experienced. This is the shit that I've had to go through. Then you know what? It's a little disrespectful to come in, and do some shit. No, I wasn't going to start anything in her chat. I went in and the first words, are the lure of DOA schizophrenia. Oh, you're just, oh my God. That's not OSA. That's not anything. That's someone being fucking nasty. Just deplorably nasty. And let's just leave that in the chat. And then I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm going to give it a break. Not everyone feels like being disrespectful is okay. But some people think it is, obviously. So Then I'm sitting there and she starts talking about how DOA is a plant. First of all, I love you, DOA. I love you. But the people that I know that are feds, the people that I know that are in that line of work, they can run a mile in 7 minutes. Love you. I love you. I love you. You're like a little teddy bear. But at the same time, that's rude. That's rude. He's done so much for this movement. And what have you done? You brought needles in. You bought drug paraphernalia. You say you're a harm specialist. You know what? You go down to Chinatown. Go down to any other location. Not a location that they're looking for a reason to throw us in jail. They're looking for it. So why would you bring a reason? I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring drug paraphernalia. Oh shit, they have a lot of drugs on them. Oh, here you go. Let me just put everyone in danger so that way they can worry about the cops, because not one person's going to get arrested. Everyone's going to be arrested. And that is what he's trying to say. Now, has he gone about it a different way than I would? Yes. He's also in a different situation than I am. You know, I have a really dear friend in Pearl and Selfless. And you know what? You'll see my little brother somewhere in the chat somewhere, Saul Goodman. You know, he went with me to an org and helped me feel safe. When I was meeting people for the first time, the only one I knew that was at Sacramento was going to be DOA. And we knew each other. We'd had breakfast. We'd sat down and had a meal, you know, and we became a family at that table where we were just sitting there as people that wanted to get justice and wanted to make sure people are saved from this disgusting thing called a cult. Now, if someone wants to, let's say someone had, you know, weed on them. California is 420 friendly. It is 420 friendly. Now, I'm not saying walk around with a pound. Like, that's just idiotic. I'm not saying walk around with it cut up. Again, idiotic. But what I am saying is, let's say someone had, you know, maybe their weed pipe in their pocket. Nobody's going to jail. Not everyone's being arrested. It's a dangerous situation to put people in. You know, this, you know, idea, it's dangerous. Now, I'm not saying you're a horrible person. I'm not even putting it out there that you're, you know, not a good mom or grandma or whatever else. What I'm putting out there is, in those 5 minutes, that is a very dangerous situation. And Scott shouldn't have to keep repeating himself. Like, oh, you know, it's not fair to sit there and judge someone from one mistake. I've had many. When I had my breakdown, it was amazing. It was amazing. I thought Carrie wanted to cheat on me with everybody else around me. Why? Because one of her friends, and we talked about this. Girls! We talked about this not that long ago. She had a friend named Ashley. Was telling everybody that she was going to take Carrie from me because I was just ugly. Cool story, bro. I found out. I didn't want to get into a fight. The girl weighed like $1.05, soaking wet with concrete. It just wasn't worth me just walking up and telling you. But I thought about it daily. But what I didn't recognize is that, coupled on top of finding out that Scientology was a cult, finding out half the shit I went through was for nothing, finding out that I wasn't the only one that got tortured, that lived a life that people shouldn't have had. I shouldn't have to sit there and be like, look, I'm going to eventually cover all the scars up. You know, oh, look, if you see, oh, you can see all the bumps and ridges that will permanently be on my arms, neck, and back. Now, where'd that bloody comment go? Summer, can you see that comment? Hold on. Oh, well, there was a comment by someone named K.A. trying to talk about how DOA is dividing people. You know what They're not dividing. People have moments. They're allowed to have moments. We're human. But if you sit there and say that nobody's allowed to have a moment, then, oh my goodness, I'm out. I'm tapping out. Because you know what we need is more people like DOA, more people like Pearl, more people like Selfless, more people like Saul. And, you know, Kelly, I love you. I just wish you wouldn't go so many places by yourself. Because I know those places. Okay, I don't even want to know. I'll check it later. You know, it's unacceptable. So let me grab a few of these comments and we'll go from there. We have Jen Nelson. Hey, everyone. Clearwater. Hi. Indigo. Oh, Portland SP supporter. Doctor Who Heather. Sophia. Kate D. We'll get into another topic in just a second, guys, because this is, let's just rock the bloody boat. We're just going to rock the boat. Pamela SP Butterfly. Nancy Tyler Hess. I probably just butchered your last name and I'm sorry. Saul, love you. Selfless, I talked about you. Lily, DOA has a good heart. Yes, he does. Yeah, he does. Chi.org, yes. And attacked by Poet on a live. Yeah. Okay. You know what you don't know about Selfless? Okay, you might not know this. He's been married before. Okay, shocker, right? Because a lot of people are sitting there saying that Pearl's a homewrecker. Selfless has been separated. Other than that, it's none of your bloody business. 2, let's say that maybe those people that he had once loved were Jewish. Because he fell in love with the person, not the religion, right? The person. Right? Then you turn around and you get called a Nazi. Now, let's say someone's sitting there watching your show and that has family that survived that. I'm curious where people think that word is okay to use towards another human being. Looking in history, going through history. I've studied history in college because I didn't quite have very much history knowledge beforehand. Let's be real. Kind of grew up in a cult. What did you do? But that's gross. That's really bloody gross. And that's stretching a word and degrading someone in such a way that they're below human. That's gross. If you're going to get mad at someone, have the ability to have a conversation with them. At any point in time, have the ability to have a conversation. Someone wants to have a conversation with me. I am in a great mood, phenomenal mood today. I am doing so good. I got the amazing workbook. I'm going over my childhood. It's great. And then I get to see a lot of people talking a lot of mess. You know, and then another thing is I get asked, you know, is my information trusted with you? Can I trust you with information? I've never been asked that. I'm sitting here opening up my heart and hoping, beyond hoping, that you guys will understand what it was like to grow up in Scientology and the way that we grew up. And then I'm hoping that you understand what we've been through and the fact that some of us can still smile because we had something so fucked up. We know what the worst looks like. Smiling at least gives us a good start of a day. I know that a lot of people are going over, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world of closed down Scientology. There's a lot. There is people that took advantage of this situation. And you know what? Hats off to Natalie. Hats off to you, because Natalie did something that I wanted to do. Protect. Protect? Okay. Yeah. We're just going to start stuttering. Great. So she protected all women, all people, all men, all if, ands, buts never end by saying, hey, there's some accusations going on. Please avoid. Please avoid this situation until we can, the people can do what they want to do. Again, it is up to each victim as to what they want to do. But this becomes part of protecting everyone so that that number doesn't keep growing. Sorry. DOA is being described as a cult leader and a plant and a Fed. And now he's having his physical safety threatened. This needs to stop before someone gets hurt. The idea of putting something like that on the internet, I'm sure that DOA is not worried. I'm sure that he's chuckling because he's a really, really good guy. And the idea that someone would wish ill will or wish harm. How is that protesting Scientology? I'm asking for a friend. That friend may be someone that's trying to close down Scientology, and I don't know, maybe get my dad, get some of our dads back, get some of our moms, our aunts, our uncles, our brothers, our friends. Shock and dismay is when I hear shit like that going on. And I'm not going to sit there and be like, yay, this is totally what I wanted to do when I got off work. No, I wanted to talk about some fun stuff. Instead, I'm hearing that people are wishing ill will on someone. So let me get this straight. Okay? What if DOA was with Laura right now? Right now. And you're wishing ill will to happen to DOA and just telling him where he is. Honestly, you don't think Laura's going to stay there and not move a muscle? You honestly think that we would ever forgive anyone if that happened? Honestly. You're going to put her in jeopardy? For what? For calling out someone that shouldn't have been bringing paraphernalia to an area that people and cops were looking for an excuse? Scientology was just would have killed to be able to have us all arrested and have us put in jail for drug paraphernalia. They're just looking for a reason. If you don't think that Scientology made up reasons, they made that shit up all the time. So why would you give them a reason? Why would you hand it to them on a silver fucking platter? And the best part is you get to say, oh, I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Oh, it doesn't matter because now look how many people are going to jail for I'm innocent. And yeah. KD, Becky was nowhere 2 months ago. Now she's everywhere trying to control the narrative each time. It's annoying. You want to protest? Protest. That talking shit about DOA has nothing to do with protesting. Yelling at the building, informing people. You know what? I yell. Get into your cult. I let them know, I'm going to save you $20,000. Here we go. I made up my own reactive mind and I'm just not going to do it anymore. Want the way to happiness? Oh, want to join my cult? I say a lot of stuff. I also talk. There's a time and a place. Wishing ill will on someone is disgusting. DOA may not be my best friend, but you know what? I can respect a person that is my friend and how she feels about DOA as a human being, as a person, and as someone that, you know what, made my friend smile. Are there going to be heartbreaks in love? Yes. If it's the real love, there's heartbreak. There's heartbreak and there's romance. There's kissing. There's making up. If you tell me you never fought with anybody in your entire life, can you honestly look back and say, was absolute love or was that boring? Being honest. Kristen, Liz, Violet, Tracy Murphy, Jody Ho. I like that. I'm just curious. Is your name Jody Ho, or is it, does that Jody Hody Hody Hody? Am I making up a song? I might be making up a song. I could be making up a song. Saw, love you too. Texas Tornado, thank you. You see it and have never called it out. Love you even more for that. Well, thank you. I love me even more because I'm just not going to do that. I'm just not. North Texas Angel, hey, lovelies. Feral Cheryl, that's my favorite auntie. It is my favorite auntie. A girl, Liz Ferris is amazing. I love it when you guys call me by name. I'm just saying. Ashley Bard, thank you, Liz. I've been hoping someone would give him some grace. Right? At what point in time do we say he's human? It may not be how I would react, but again, you're not him. He's not you. He's reacting the best way that he knows how. And you know what? Give him some bloody grace. Because once he's ready, he's going to come back better than ever. Once he's realized that the people that could potentially get massive jail time, or the people that don't really want to be there for getting our parents out or our families out, the people that are there because they want to get some clicks, they want to get some views. Oh, I want you to see me. I could walk away tomorrow, except for the fact that I've made friends and family on here. I've made true connections with people that I've never had before. I found a person that I can call one of my best friends here. The other person I call one of my best friends found here. My friends here. Not just acquaintances, but here. I've met them. I've talked to them. I've seen them. They see me. And so you know what I can do? I can give someone a little grace. I cannot accept discarding discarding of all of DOA's efforts in which we all benefited from the perceived and real errors made during the inevitable mental health episode after incurring 7 major stressors, being arrested 7 times, thrown into a jail cell. It happens when I get mad. There's a lot of things that he's had to deal with. How would you deal if you had to deal with that? I'm just curious. Asking for a friend. Again, not for educational purposes, but really asking for a friend. Nebulous. We are all someone's daughter or someone's son. Everyone is someone. That's why someone should always help everybody, just like you do. We have to stand up for our friends. Don't let people talk nasty. How would you know what? If I saw someone wearing a t-shirt, Laura of DOA's, what was it? Schizophrenia on a t-shirt, I personally would probably get in your face. But let's be real. A lot of the people that are coming out with these names and letting people say the most disgusting, vile things, they won't put their real name out there. They won't put their face out there. They won't put their money where their mouth is. You know what we're doing? We're putting our money where our mouth is. We're letting you see our scars. We're letting you see our happiness, our joy. We're letting you see each moment so that way you can see what we're really feeling, what we're really going through. Fancy Nancy, I got the penguin card today. I haven't read it because I saw it was a penguin and then my pup started fighting. I'm sorry. I will read it, I promise. Estimated from the Department of Homeland Security indicates 150 billion profit in human trafficking this year. Thanks for everything you do. Stop such horrors. Absolutely. G.org, who wouldn't be paranoid, right? Chrissy Nemerin Newton. He had his future on hold during an anti-slap. He is apologizing, then been off base. His processing stuff differently. He has shown once he has all of the facts, he apologizes. Wild 6 months. Yeah, it is. My mental health break was, almost 8 months. I also was in a mental health facility. And not only was I in a mental health facility, I almost lost everything. Every single thing. The respect of my mom. Not that she had a lot, but the respect of my mom, my sanity, my soulmate. These puppies wouldn't be here. Pearl wouldn't be in my life. I would have broken and ended it. Okay. Maybe it would help to reach out and talk to individuals. I think both sides are missing context and it keeps isolating. And there's a possibility of it. There's a possibility of it. But sometimes, I know for me personally, when I get angry, I'm not a good place to talk to. Like, I'm not a calm person to talk to when I'm in a foul mood. I'm not. I have to be given a little bit of time to cool off. Like, I took like 20 minutes to cool off before I did this live, and I'm still angry. I'm still very perturbed at information that is, being said and done. Again, letting someone say that and keeping them in a chat is saying, go ahead, keep saying mental health. Keep saying it. It's okay. You're perfect. It's okay. I'm glad you're perfect. I'm glad you've never had a moment. Mental health is important. It's not something to make fun of, right? I'm a second gen. I am a second gen. I had a very horrible upbringing, and I don't understand a lot of things in the real world. I don't get it. I don't comprehend it. I have to work off of a moral compass. Can I look at myself in the mirror if I did this? Can I look at myself in the mirror if I did that? And now I have to do that, because when I was in the Sea Org, I could not look at myself in the mirror because some of the shit that I had to do, some of the souls that I knew that I was crushing. People see me as nice. I'm very nice. I'm very nice, but this is not Scientology me. Scientology me was mean, was calculated. I could cut you with a knife and still sit there and smile. I was not able to look at myself in the mirror because I knew that that was not who I wanted to be. I knew it. I didn't want to be my mom. I didn't. I got a position. That's just it. I got a higher position, and suddenly I was to treat people like dog crap. And if I didn't treat them like dog crap or make them feel beneath me, then I was the one written up and I was the one on decks for not respecting my hierarchy, is the best way I can explain it. Tilty Bird is amazing. I felt awful for them too. Their art was wonderful. What happened with art? What am I not being told? Are you raising your hand so you can tell me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, during Nance's boobathon or whatever, Tilty offered up 3 pieces of artwork. And earlier in DOA's live, Tilty went on with DOA and explained that she donated 3 pieces to be auctioned off, and that Becky and Poe were the ones auctioning these items off. 3 artwork pieces that took her like 30, 40 hours because she doesn't have any money, so she donated her own artwork. And Peachy and Becky took one of them and then texted her and said, should I just burn this or throw it away or send it back to you or what? That's all I know.
Okay.
You'd have to talk to Tilty for any more
information.
Is
Tilty in the chat? I mean, other than that, so
not
Becky,
that I'm aware of.
Said messaged Becky, or Becky messaged Tilty and said that she was going to burn it.
Or get rid of it because she didn't want it. Something like that. Yeah. I was in that chat. I was listening. So
someone's beautiful artwork, which I display.
Like, Rika, can you help me with this one? I'm not remembering the exact details.
Beautiful artwork everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere. Beautiful. like it's not moving from my chair. Beautiful. I've never had family possessions like this.
Okay, that Rika says that's close, but not exactly it. And then Chi-Org said she wanted to hold a candle vigil and set it ablaze, pretty much. I'm not sure. Somebody, like, she sent in like long descriptions of each piece, how it was made by hand. They didn't do any of that. The whole chatathon for Nance was like just like a, and like Nance didn't know that Becky was going to be on the panel. And
well, here's the thing. People are going to be invited to panels, you know, and I will tell you, I've participated in a few panels, but you know, honestly, it's literally like sometimes you don't know when people are coming in. You don't, because unless you did the you know, the one for me, I had a list of every single streamer, you know, every single person that was coming on, you know, what time they were coming on, and it was all mapped out and perfect. But that was also to make sure that this went as smoothly as possible. Because I was trying to get to my dad, and I wanted smooth.
This is all just excess drama that doesn't have anything to do with the movement.
Correct, and the movement, honestly. Oh.
Sorry, Jen. We love you.
Oh, Jen, I'll try to give you a call later. I mean, realistically, what, you know.
Okay,
what are we all here for? Like,
yeah, like,
you know, like, hold on, I'm going to drop you out, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I'm going to invite someone because I always have amazing conversations. And sometimes when things get a little rocky for me, he explains things in such a way I understand. And we're going to talk about what we're here for. I'm going to tell you what I'm here for. Okay? I'm here because I would really like to see my dad again. I would also like people to know what goes on inside Scientology. I would really like to see my dad again. I wouldn't mind getting a hug, but I don't need a dad. I would like to get to know him as a man. So that way I can have him. Even if it's just for a year or two. I just want him before he passes on. Because I've lived with him passing on forever. I've been jealous of too many kids having dads, and I know I have one. So I want my dad. I want that man to come out and let me know that I look just fucking like him. And that I do have a parent that absolutely loves me unconditionally, even though they're still in there. You don't just stop loving someone. He didn't just stop loving me. He just didn't stop. He just has to remember that I'm here and I'm coming. But at the same time, what we also need to remember is Laura's here for something simpler. Her family is in. Her family. So she's created new family outside. But we want our family to join our new family. That's what we want. We also want justice for children. I don't want to ever see it posted on the internet that a 6-month-old is getting ready to do any kind of purification or, you know, whatever it was. I don't remember what course it was. It infuriated me. But like a 6-month-old. Oh, was getting ready to get audited. That's right. It was auditing because the tiny kids. Because, yeah, 6 months old, they can really, that's a great, great time to start. Poco Plunk, I want you to see your dad. Again, I want that too. G.Org, thank you so very much for becoming a part of the friends and family. We love you. Julie B, welcome to the family. Save Liz's dad. Dramatic red jello. I love that. And save all of our dads. Save all of our friends. You know, it literally, it's just us telling you what's going on and letting you know what's happening, so that way you can say, this is disgusting. This shouldn't be happening. So let's get back to that. Let's get back to getting people out, to moving forward, to yelling at buildings, you know. Well, yeah. Oh, Ann Walsh, Ann, you gifted 5 friends and family memberships. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I get all day. Thank you so very much. And if you were one of them that got it, don't forget to say thank you. Okay. But that's really what the main thing that I have to talk about. You know, I don't want people to sit there and talk about someone's mental health like it's a joke. People are allowed to say and do things that, again, one person may move it this way, one person may move the candle this way, one person will move it this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. We all have different experiences. Oh, that was like a spirit hand. That was like jazz fingers. But every experience that you've experienced in your life makes up who you are, good and bad, right? And because of those experiences, you may not turn left. You may turn right. You may decide, you know what, you want to go the other way. There's so many different directions in this world that we could easily go in, but our life experiences are what makes us go in those directions. Just because someone goes to the left doesn't mean someone going to the right is different. Oh, this mirror thing just messed me all up. But it's very important to literally sit there and say, what got you interested in staying? What got you interested in listening to our stories? It was us. It was the pain that we bond over. It's literally everything that we've gone through, whether you've gone through ups or downs in your life. It's the trauma that we've experienced. And trauma bonds don't have to be bad. They're only bad if you choose not to accept it. I've trauma bonded with a lot of people in here because I've heard what they've had to experience in their life. It's literally, it's different for each person. I know a few, I just saw that. Can't wait to meet you in July. It is going to be a blast. It's literally like 2 weeks away. I can't wait to hug Natalie. I can't wait to give her like the biggest bear hug. Like I'm going to try to do the hula, 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 hula. There's a hula hug. Can't do the koala. Let's be real. I'm not trying to break her back, and I also won't share those with anybody but Carrie. But it'll just be the hula, 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 hula. Yep. One by one, I've listened to all of your stories and I want to fight the cult for you and with you. Right? I want to fight any pain that any one of you has had. Any pain. I want to listen and be your friend. Yep. Doesn't go here. Nope. Julie B, I have been a longtime lurker and learner from you, Liz. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. We all have our moments. Is there a Tilty Bird? Did I miss Tilty Bird? Quirkopolis, hi and take care. Well, hopefully you still stick around because we're all here for a reason. And Quirkopolis, sometimes your one-liners kill me. So thank you. Liz invented that word today. It means Selfless and I are going to make it a thing. Oh, God. Yeah, I stutter a lot, guys. I stutter a lot. We have Kimberly Sweet, Liz Ferris, and Pearl Snappy. I'm just getting my rubble duties. It ended early. Good to see you. Your rubble duties. Oh, goodness. Rubble. Rubble. It's all about the rubble. I say it's the rubble. The rubble. Rubble. United to Titty. United to Titty. Yeah. I butchered it. Lori, good to see you. Everybody's saying hello. Yeah. What Tilty did was so powerful. I will honestly tell you, whoops. That was me. That nobody got savaged. I'm telling you. That was me. The fact that she spent hours making artwork for someone to say that is gross. If you didn't want the artwork, you should have let someone else have it. Because I gladly would have taken it. I gladly would have taken it and put it onto a wall or section to say, oh my God, what a beautiful piece of art. I can't do anything like that, but look at what someone does. You're muted.
I know, but I realized my error. When Becky got started, Tilty sent her a piece of artwork. And then,
okay.
So it wasn't one of the ones that was auctioned off. She already had one. Goodbye.
Okay. All right. Well, either which way, we can be here. We can support each other. We can get back to what the original thing is. But if you see, like Natalie says, we're going to steal it from Natalie. If you see something, say something. Don't allow someone to bully. Report that. Just report it. Just constantly, and then let people know it's not okay. Be kind. It's free. It doesn't cost you a dime. You could even just smash that like button and hit the subscribe. It's totally free. And you know what we get to do? We get to know each other. We get to know each other. And we get to fight this fight together. And we get to fight this fight for each other. And so I really don't ever want to hear about someone's hoping that something bad happens to DOA. That's gross. That's appalling. So, yes. Again, we're all going to agree to disagree in some situations, but realistically, it's not necessary. It's not needed. It's not wanted. And if someone is trying to get you to talk like that or try to say, oh, DOA is a plant. DOA is a Fed. He's not a Fed. First of all, 420. 421. 2, when have you seen a Fed with a beard? Oh, he's undercover? Oh, he's undercover. Must be undercover. That's totally why, he helps our friends. He helps us. Okay. Shut up. Anybody that believes that, just shut up. Like, that's not nice. It's not kind. And so what am I going to retaliate with? I'm going to not be nice, and I'm going to not be kind. And I'm going to tell you who's my friend. And I'm going to tell you whose back I have. And I'm going to tell you I don't have anyone's back that puts me into a situation of compromise where I'm having to, if he's a Fed, I miss America. I'll miss America. What are you talking about? When did you take my crown? I'm just saying. Yes. But thank you so very much. When did you take my crown? Whoops. Oh. What a durable miracle of the word history. 3.5 billion years. We're all alive. And yep. Yeah. That's literally what we can be here for. What got us here in the first place. Let's do what Dan does. Let's, dimples. I saw him today. But, I got one. It's just one. Other side? No, I just got fat on the other cheek. But, yeah. If Tori can be CIA, DOA can be a Fed, I guess, right? Because she's still CIA. I would have thought she would have retired. I'm just saying. I would twerk. Yeah, you don't want to see this ass twerk. I got my daddy's dancing skills, none, but I did get my mama's brains. Some of them. My dad had to have some. You're all Miss America. There we go. There we go. Yep, dimpleology. Well, hopefully everybody understood what I was going to say. I'm sure people are going to try to twist it, but to be completely honest, if I didn't get that out, I was going to end up saying it in a much uglier way. So I'm going to say what I feel, and I'm going to respect you enough to be honest with you and tell you how I really feel. I'm not going to horse shit around. But at the same time, stop trying to make something out of something there's not. Next, you're going to say Aaron's a plant. Like, I'm just curious. Like, where do you draw the line? Where does your ugly line go? Because right now, it's just ugly. I love you all. Thank you so very much. I will talk to you on the flippity dippity. Isn't that what people say? Flippity dippity? Flippity dickety dock? I probably just stuttered. Oh God, I probably boo-booed. See you in the comments.
So now you got to dream loud. Who do you want to be? Dream loud. Who do you want to talk to when you're alone? Who do you want to be when you leave this world? Bad days turns into good days, turns into playing around with you. Let's keep it